Hello, Turtle Club. How is it going, guys? It is I, Mag Synchro, with Convertible Turtle Gaming, and we are back once again on our Fortnite Fridays, and we are here beginning year 5 of Convertible Turtle Gaming. Guys, this is amazing. We have been it the just the fact that we've been able to do this for as long as we have is just one thing that I never figured would happen. And you guys get to see a little bit behind the curtain today because it looks like our audio isn't communicating the way it needs to. So we're going to tell it needs to communicate. Output. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it's not seeing this. All right. Well now, ain't that a kick? So this is the program that we use on our computer that allows us to take information and put the audio and split it to where we can do all the stuff that we need to do. And it's not wanting to work. It's not even wanting to see the proper outputs. So let's just turn this off for a second and then turn it back on and see if it finds it. There it goes. Now let's see what we got. What do we got now? Do we have it? There it goes. All right. Live tech support. Oh my gosh, that is it's been a hot minute since we did live tech support. Hey, Mandarin Tang. Wow. It has been absolutely a month of Sunday since we've seen you. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. So we're 5 years. A lot has happened in 5 years. So this is one of the games we kind of started our channel with, though, is Fortnite Save the World. And we officially started playing it personally August the 28th. It was the day before my birthday. Digrat and I were looking for a game to play together, but for Digrat and I to play something together, there is some hoops to jump through. And I'm a PC player. I am keyboard and mouse. I will play on console. Been a hot minute. Yeah, as absolutely Mandarin Tang, a hot minute. It has been it's been a bit. But glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. But yeah, so I'm keyboard and mouse. I play keyboard and mouse. I play PC. I play console when there's a great game on console to play. But anytime I have a console game that's also on PC, I'm 99.99% of the time going to play it on PC. Digrat has a gaming computer. It's just about the same specs as my gaming computer. 1060, 6 gig of RAM, Core i5. The only thing that's really difference between her system and mine is I have 16 gig of RAM and she has 8. And she games on it when there's a game that can only be played on PC. But she's the opposite. She would much rather use a controller. And so for us to really game together, for us to get the most enjoyment, we normally would find something that is PC Master Race. It really just depends on your preference. In my personal opinion, the huge advantage that you get from a computer to play games is twofold. 99% of the time on a computer game, you're going to be able to make modifications to it, be that settings modifications, or her system has attitude. Yeah, her system she's got some good stuff, but she would much rather play on console. And so we found this. We found Fortnite Save the World. The big, huge hook at the time was PlayStation 4 could play with PC players, cross-play, without any kind of, big, huge complications. Yeah. And it, it worked really good. It played really good, and then they made some changes and stuff. But here we are. That was 2017 when we first started. 18, 19, 20, 21. We just completed 4 years. And it's just, thank you guys. That's really the only way I can say it, is just thank you. And the other thing that's kind of cool to look at this is we've strum. I don't even know if that's a word. Streamed, I guess would be the better word. We streamed a lot of games, and it is. Oh, my mute button's not working now. There we go. Now my cough button works. We streamed a lot of games, and fluctuations lag. Weird. Not seeing any on the stream itself, but I've not moved on the screen itself yet. So, but yeah. So we have yeah. It's pretty live on the video. We're just here. It may be easier for us to go like in the armory so you can see some of the animation. We strummed. It's a thing. True, strummed. Yeah, because like you could strum on a guitar, right? But that's not like. I don't think if that's the word for stream though. But regardless, we've done a lot. We've done a lot. I mean, and we've hit some milestones for a streamer. We went very early. We weren't family friendly, and we become family friendly because we realized early on we wanted our nieces and nephews to be able to watch our content. And it's a groove thing. yeah, okay, yeah. But then, we went from being just a streamer on PC to being a Switch streamer, and from there we became an Xbox and PS4 streamer. We became a variety streamer. We then managed to become an Arc streamer, which we didn't know that was going to be such a huge thing, right? Playing Arc. And we're now sponsored for our Arc server. We're now a supported creator in Epic Games. If you look below, at the bottom of the screen, there's an Epic Games creator code that we put up when we're playing an Epic game from the Epic Games Store. I mean, we've done a lot. We hit a personalized YouTube channel name, Convertible Turtle Gaming. YouTube.com/C/Convertible Turtle Gaming brings you to us. Yeah, and they're here now again. Yeah, it's just amazing to think about all the stuff we've accomplished with this channel. And, I get asked a lot still how we managed to do what we managed to do. And I really don't have we have level 15 quest to go kill things. That will work pretty good for what we're going to do today. But yeah, so this account we're playing on was given us by Keo, and it's so we could play with our Xbox subs. And we are going to put this on public because this is our founder's account, and some of these quests are real easy to do with other people. But the other thing that we're doing here is we're doing the Farrah quests. Now, every holiday has a quest line, at least, maybe sometimes 2 or 3. This quest line is the Valentine's Day, Chinese New Year holiday that gets mashed all up together. And the quest here is called No Dancing. And we're basically trying to help protect the heroes from the love storm. When you fall in love, when you find somebody you really like, you get distracted. You lose focus. Good people are like diamonds. Yes, good people are very much like diamonds. The rest of that phrase, good people are like diamonds, they're easier to see clearly when they're under pressure. And that's very true. That's very true. But so let's just make sure that we're not missing any like specific quests. This is a whole chunk of stuff that me and Digger are gonna have to tackle when she gets back, I think. Let's see. Gather stuff. Complete 2 plays with others missions. Oh, that's That is a trick, if I ever saw one. Alright, well, let's go and get into the game here to see what we got going on. We're going to go into this eliminate and collect. And our main quest is just to kill 20 with a melee, a ranged, and a trap. So if we can kill 60 with each, we'll be doing some double dipping. And we like double dipping on these quests. But yeah, the quest basically is the team is being distracted because of infatuations and from wanting to impress members that they like. And so in order to protect ourselves, we're going to steal our hearts because of Stoneheart Farrah. Stoneheart Farrah is, you're so romantic. Diamonds are just material, the person is the keep. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. So Stoneheart Farrah is not romantic, and she is less than romantic, and she wants people to guard their heart, protect themselves. You know, Stoneheart, it's in the name. And so we're supposed to be doing things to try to guard and protect the rest of home base. And she is one of the best heroes in the game. Stoneheart Farrah has an interesting ability, and we'll take a look. I'm really thinking that this quest, if we make a beeline for it, we could probably complete it today on stream, so you guys can see exactly what Stoneheart's all about. All right.
We've got an opportunity to strike an approaching horde. Get ready for a fight. We've got 10 minutes to take out as many husks as possible. If you bag enough husks, we win. If you don't, we don't. Don't forget to collect those husk and mist monster samples. Strike hard, strike fast.
All right. 15. We figured 15 was going to be pretty rough.
The storm is closing in.
But looks like we're doing okay.
We've got creepers husking all over the place, so keep an eye out for a hit.
We do have a Christmas ability. So you'll see here, look, got the hearts raising up. That's because of the love storm, which is pretty dangerous. Uses protect like a Pokemon. Yeah. Alright, so we got our 20. There we go. So now we need melee weapon. Go ahead and take this out. So we did manage to get some characters while we were mowing like grass. That's the intent. We want to absolutely take these guys out. We want to absolutely just get rid of them. We've been able to build our loadout a little bit better than what it was, so there's that too. Now, the one thing about Farrah's quest that we're on right now is we need to be taking out mailboxes to get Valentines, and we'll have some, yeah.
You can't love someone if you don't first love yourself. Can't argue with that. So as a precautionary measure, we're gonna chip away at home base's sense of self-love.
Yeah, not the best quest at all. Okay, we gotta heal and get out of this storm area for a second. The love bombers are really bad for us. Alright. Yep. Alright. We need to absolutely get on the love bombers and take them out, because they're making things a little bit difficult for us. Anytime we get our Christmas gifts, we're doing pretty good. Alright, we got another bomber. Where's she at? Alright. Oh. This thing's gonna be bad for us. Super bad. Oh my gosh. Ah, it takes all of our shield out. We are so losing out on some kills, but we had to. We had to pop our cooldowns for that. Alright, so we want to get to our healing pad if we can make one, so we can get some hit points back. Do we have a better healing pad? We do. Alright, so floor, healing pad, boom, bam, there we go. So we need 4 more husks. And we'll be done with those. Oh, and here we go. We have another couple of envelopes maybe to grab. Maybe one, maybe not one.
We're doing this to save lives. So it's something awful. It goes against everything I stand for.
Alright.
But the love storm is coming, and the survivors need your team at their best.
Let me read the letters.
Trust me, you don't want to.
Yeah, these are some pretty rude letters. Two out of 20. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Alright, so we have some more traps, which is good. Alright, here we go. We got another cluster coming this way. We just have to kill 100 also. And basically what we're doing here is we're just using some standard line of sight tactics to guide these things over into the traps. These are probably the harder kills to get because they are traps. So you have to pretty much just line them all up in a certain spot. And of course, anytime we find a lobber, we definitely need to take her out as soon as possible. Alright. Okay. 2 out of 20. It really is 0 out of 5. Oh yeah, these quests are pretty rough sometimes. Oh, and we're on that other quest too. That's going to be slightly annoying. We finally get our hoverboard as soon as we get done with this, so that's good.
5 minutes left.
Oh, storm's closing in. We see evidence that these guys have been hit by some traps. We're going to guide them back to the traps for a second. Alright, come on guys. I need a lot of you to go. There we go. Now we can start actually doing what we want to do. We can drop a teddy bear. We can just start shooting things over and over again. Go for headshots. We got to get these. We have to get the samples because that is part of the actual objective. See, man, we need 3 more samples. Oh, here's another mailbox. Those are super important too. So we need 8 more kills, which we're gonna get. I know we're gonna get the kill count. It's the other requirements for this quest that are problematic at the moment. Alright, so up here's another hot rod for that quest. Quite a few hot rods. Nice. Your aim is pretty impeccable. You know, keyboard and mouse, I do pretty good with certain games. In the console version of this game, there is a little bit of auto aim that gets put on, but it doesn't really help. Let's see here. Yeah, absolutely. It is definitely one of those 25-cent words for good. It could be better though. I mean, there's some times that I really could have used a headshot and I just couldn't pull it off. It also helps that the gun I have has a good stability rating. So the actual bloom and float aren't too bad at all. I need 2 more pieces of... Alright. See, those things I could do... It might be the gun damage, though. I feel like if I hit it with a headshot, she would have fallen a lot better. Alright, I gotta get in there for that piece of... Oh, it's not. Oh, I hate when it does that. I hate when I think that I got stuff coming up and it's not. Oh, alright, come on. That's not good either. Oh. Come on. Do I have all the samples? I don't have all the samples. I need 2 more samples in the next minute. Yeah, and it really needs to be auto-aimed for consoles, because auto-aim... Consoles is just really rough to aim with to begin with. Oh, there's a sample. I need that. Run through, grab the package, hope it healed. It didn't. Oh, no. Okay. Stand in here just for a second. Oh, I can't make a healing trap. Oh, that's not good. Oh, there's the last sample I need. Alright, at least that happens. At least that happens. So we're actually going to complete the mission. That's good. Yeah, guided aim, you know, whatever you want to call it. Eight seconds. So we're not done with the quest that we really want to be done with. Alright, they'll all despawn now. So we were able to get our main story quest done, but we weren't able to get the sub-quest done. It's kind of a feel-bad moment. Like, I like doing the main quest, don't get me wrong, it's important, it's required. Without getting the main quest, we can't, like, get certain important things in the game. But on the flip side of all that, where you can really get some of the good heroes and good materials and stuff is by doing the actual missions. And by doing the you know, the holiday missions.
Good morning, home base. You are listening to the new and improved morning announcements. Starting with weather on the 9s, if you're thinking of heading out this morning, do not. In local news, our home base power reserves are running dangerously fine.
Supply.
We have our best and brightest working day and night to solve
2 missions 15. Recover 4. Oh, okay. That's easy enough.
over the next few days.
That's enough.
These are critical to encourage healthy sleeping habits. Announcements discontinued.
So, yeah. Wow, that happens sometimes.
35 times.
Sent an expedition to locate the whatever it was Dennis saw. They stopped responding.
Alright.
Think they're in serious trouble. Can you please help me track them down?
So these...
For a trip like that, I'm gonna need supplies.
Whatever you need.
So this will be in a 15 plus. So we are good to start doing the lore missions at this point to kind of get some of this stuff going. Hey Shadow, Supreme Lurker right there, man. Welcome to year 5 of Convertible Turtle Gaming. Shadow, of course, guys, has been one of our mods for ever. Years ago. Yeah, you know, that's the other thing, Mandarin. I used to be good. Hey, MDZ. I used to be good using console. Like, my right thumb knew how to track, my left thumb knew how to strafe, and my fingers knew exactly where they needed to be on the right buttons at the right time to do the right things. And, oh my gosh. Once I started playing keyboard mouse and not playing controller as much, I just... Unless it's some very specific games, if I actually pick up a controller and try to play on it, it's just really bad. like really bad. Like I think the only games that I can play good with controller still is, and good is operative, right? Good is a very subjective operative term. Yeah, fingerling king. Yeah, I used to be able to do some really weird ways to hold the controller and do stuff if I needed to. And I can still do it like Mario Kart. Like Mario Kart, I can play one-handed, which is kind of funny. On Switch, I can play it one-handed with like a Pro controller because it doesn't require many buttons, right? Rocket League, I can play really, really good, quote unquote, on Switch and on PC with a controller. But the way I play Rocket League is kind of weird. I play the controller with my right hand on that side of the controller, and I still use the WASD on the left hand. So it's not like a real true. It's more like a hybrid type thing. Alright. Oh, we gotta get in here right now, because she's getting attacked over here. She's one of those survivors, the kind that's vacationing and doesn't realize it's a bad idea to vacation. Alright. So we gotta get more letters. Oh no, are we already at dance polls? Did I miss that? No dancing. Nope. Okay, I'm still at mailboxes. Yes, Save the World graphics are different than Battle Royale. Battle Royale, so the reason why Battle Royale is on Switch and Save the World's not, because that's the biggest thing that people will get asked about all the time, is why can't you play Battle Royale? Why can't you play Battle Royale on Switch and you can't play Save the World? And the reason for that is the graphics engines are different. They're very similar, and they came from the same main graphics engine. But the real biggie is that if you look, for instance, there is a bajillion different things going on in one area all at once. Like, imagine Battle Royale had 15 buildings in a given spot instead of like 3. And they were all different. It just doesn't have it. They just can't do it. And that's the thing, is Save the World has so much stuff going on at the same time that the Switch can't load it all, unfortunately. If you play Rocket League, you're not a true righty. Oh, I'm actually was born left-handed. So, interesting story. When I was a little kid, I was lefty. I grew up left-handed. I learned how to do a lot of the stuff growing up left-handed. I grew up in small-town Oklahoma, where there were two things about being left-handed. Number one, some of my much, much older relatives believed being left-handed was not a good thing. It was in their culture, just hardcore in their culture. Being left-handed is a sign that you got problems. But number two, and here's the more silly thing about being left-handed that is no longer true for me, is when I was 5, my sister and my sister's part of this story. She doesn't like the fact she's part of this story, but she is. We went and watched the circus. We went to a live circus event. We got to see the elephants and the acrobats. And the coolest thing, and keep in mind, we grew up in Oklahoma. We grew up around, farms. We grew up around all sorts of just, stuff that rural America is real. Oh, my backpack's full. That's not good. We're going to have to fix that. So watching the horse act inside the circus was amazing. Alright, so we're done there. Cool. And we don't have anything there, so we're just here to basically get 2 more survivors and be done. So, my sister had a beard. No, my sister did not have a beard. My sister is probably one of the most feminine women that I could say for certain exists in the world. Very, very chic culture, very trendy, very fashionable. Where I grew up as a geek, my sister grew up as the opposite. But when we were both young, we were doing stupid things.
Rather than hiding from the love lovers' love bombs, we embrace the crazy. And we turn our lovesick crush craziness.
Sorry, listening to the quest comments for a second. Shiny squirrel syndrome.
True love is somewhere out in the storm.
All right.
Possibly.
Possibly. Alright, we got all the survivors we need, so we can go do some farming. Oh, no, Dan, Mandarin, there wasn't any kind of, like, packy, like, burrows or anything involved in it. Oh, come on. Come on, I'm trying to get away from these things. Is there fall damage? If you fall high enough, MDZ, there is. It's got to be, I want to say it's got to be 3 tiles.
And we turn our lovesick crush craziness against
So let's just go over here and edit this out.
your true love is somewhere out in the storm.
No, it's got to be 4 tiles then.
Possibly. And your true love is not a
Yeah, it's 4 tiles.
or a sea
So we went and watched this horse act, right? And it's trick riding, right? It's where they ride like side saddle, they ride bareback, they go ahead and ride the back half of the horse and balance on the hindquarters. There's just a million different things they did that were just impressive to a 5-year-old kid. And 5-year-old children are very impressionable, and they should not be left on Trick Pony, yeah. They should not be left by themselves after going to the circus, for certain, because of what happened. So, as a 5-year-old in rural Oklahoma, there's a hobby thing that we had, and it was this spring-mounted horse on a metal frame. And so, imagine, if you will, a frame that's very little more than... Am I out of brick? I'm out of brick. Oh my gosh, I'm out of brick. I gotta get more brick. And I don't think I don't have a way to, like, get all the brick I need to finish this already, or maybe I do. Rural means country. Yes, very, very, very country. Very, like, very, not the sticks, right? I want to make sure that everybody's not thinking this is the sticks that I grew up in, but they were next door. So we have this, yeah, the glitched quest. Yeah, it was, yeah, absolutely. It was like a training dummy. I mean, so there was 4 poles, and there was a spring attached to each of these metal poles, and there was this plastic horse suspended from these 4 poles. And when you are all hopped up on sugar cereal, and you have watched somebody ride around on this horse and made a career of it, and you know, as a 5-year-old, you suspect that anybody who's got a job doing anything fun is making a lot of money. And so you get it in your head that, number one, that's what you're going to do with your life. Clearly, I was meant to be a person riding on a trick horse. And my sister, being forever the... we'll say she's the brighter of the two of us, decided it would be best to dare me to prove that I could be a horse rider as a older person. And so I, along with my sister's help, that's going to hurt. Yep, we'll just go ahead and use our healing. We were going to do some tricks on this horse, and we took this horse and we tilted it to where it had its metal poles braced on the ground. You fight yourself on the springs. Oh, it was more than that. Oh, you have no idea what's about to happen here, or maybe you do. Maybe someone's heard this story before. I don't remember ever telling it on the channel, but I do remember very vividly what happened is we took this horse and we turned it upside on its head, and I climbed up on the horse because when we first had this thing, oh, somebody already attacked the Ned for me? Sweet. So what we wound up doing is we put this horse's head in the ground and we put the hindquarters in the air, and I climbed up on top of it, and I basically did the 5-year-old inner image equivalent of I'm doing tricks. And they were just the dumbest things, right? It was like standing on one foot, which was more like me just trying to pick one foot up and say, there, I'm doing it, there, I'm doing it. It was me like putting my hands and my feet on the horse's backside and doing like a mini bunny hop thing. And the horse started shaking, and it got very, very clear that what I was doing was not bright and was very dangerous. Is that what this is? Yeah, this is what this is. This is one of those hidden ones. Sweet. And that I really needed to not be on this horse. Yeah. So here I am, 5 years old. I'm on this horse, and this horse is maybe, I would say it's probably 3 feet in size. From nose to tail, it is most likely 3 feet in total. That was some pretty good materials there. I need to drop something. Actually, I need to recycle this trap, I think is what I need to do. And then hope I got the space to grab that. Yes, awesome. This place is scary. Oh, you know, Save the World's got some cool stuff going on. Even the newbie zone's got some interesting stuff going. Man, I wish they fixed the quest text, because it's great to hear it once. 7 times, not so much. Size is relative. Yes, size is very relative. So here I am as a 5-year-old standing on this horse, and it's starting to shake. It's starting to move. It's starting to become very apparent to me that this is a very high up space, because here I am, you know, probably 3 feet myself on this horse 3 feet up in the air, and it occurs to me that if I fall, I am going to do way more than just hurt myself. I'm probably going to like die. Now remember, I just came back from the circus, and the actual ringmaster did not help the fact that he really was good at his job and basically said, yeah, suspended in the air, basically. He basically said that the guys on the horse were, you know, risking their life. So I didn't want to get down. I was up on this horse. I didn't want to get down. Now, if anybody has actually ever studied their arms and their legs and their dominant side of their body and all that, they'll know that, generally speaking, when you fall, man, there's so much good stuff here, and I can't carry like any of it. Your natural reaction is to, oh, and I ain't gonna drop like any of that either. Like especially on this, no, I'm not gonna drop any of that. We're not gonna recycle. I don't want to recycle those. All right, we'll just rest in pepperonis those. So basically, here I am terrified, and my sister decides, yeah, arm to arm is your height. Yeah. So I was definitely, you know, arm to arm up in the air. But like, if you're going to fall, if you're going to brace yourself for impact, if you're going to do anything that involves, I need my best foot forward, right? If you're a left-handed person, you're going to use your left arm to try to shove things out of the way, to try to move things out of the way, because you want the best possible chance to live. And I was scared, terrified, completely, you know, witless up at the top of this thing. Tuck and tumble. Right, you know. If I had been, you know, like maybe an 11-year-old with some RTOC training, or something along those lines, I would have, you know, figured out tuck and roll. But so I'm up here, I'm stuck, and I can't get down. I am treed on the top of this horse, and my mom and dad were very good parents, right? If the kids were out playing, they were out playing, and they had some rules, and there were rules that were meant to protect us and to keep us safe. And one of those rules, of course, was play with your stuff the way it was supposed to be played with. Don't do stupid things like put your horse's head in the ground and then stand on top of it like you were a circus performer. And because of that, here I am stuck on top of this horse, and there's two options available to me at the moment, right? Either I figure out how to be brave and get off this horse, or my mom and dad come and help the 5-year-old me off this horse and get me off the horse. And so that was me, right? That's where I'm at. I'm like, oh my God, I'm stuck. I need my mommy. I need my daddy. Now, my sister, she wasn't going down like that because we were going to get in trouble. We were going to get in so much trouble. So my sister helped me off the horse the only way she knew how. She pushed me. Bad sister's bad. Yeah, I got pushed. I fell. And on the way down, I managed to injure and dislocate various pieces of my body. All on my left hand, and arm, and elbow. So I sprained my wrist. I dislocated my index finger on my left hand, and I managed to fracture my left elbow. Really, really bad. Now, normally this wouldn't be a huge problem, right? If you break a limb, in most cases, you bounce back and you heal and you go about your business. I've broken and yeah, oh yeah, it hurt. Only a singular limb area. Yeah, right? You know, just everything from like my index finger to just right at my elbow. You know, only 3 joints managed to hit it in such a way that it was not fun. And if I was like 10, 12, wouldn't have been a big problem. But I was 5, and I was just going into preschool. And this happened right before I went into school. So here I am in school learning how to write. And I'm learning and that's a very important, ouch. Come on, why are we talking about this? Because lefties and righties. Explaining why I am ambidextrous. Because I had to... she isn't all she is cracked up to be. Oh. So... my arm is absolutely not all it's cracked up to be, right? So yeah, I wound up having to learn how to write with my right hand. I wound up learning how to do a lot of things over the course of like the next 8 weeks. Man, just seeing all those traps spray down is just brutal. The other person that's in this zone with me should be like super happy that I'm just dropping everything as I go. And I think my storm shield is I think my storm shield maybe just be full as well. But yeah, so I wound up learning how to do pretty much everything that you normally learn how to do in kindergarten and preschool era. I learned how to do that with my non-dominant hand. And because of the way it broke, because of the way I lost some really weird motor control. And it really weirded some people out. My ring finger on my left hand and my pinky on my left hand are partially dumb. Oh, yeah, this game is cool. This game is absolutely cool, Mandarin. It is absolutely by far for the game, for the game modes, my favorite way to play this game. It is survival crafting, it is shield building, it is base building. I'm looking for some of these weapons. Oh, there's a razor assault weapon. Is that might be better than the Terminator. Let me recycle this Terminator and pick up this Razor. Probably isn't, but that's okay. Oh, it's so this particular mission, MDZ. Thanks this for nerve damage. Yeah, it's there's a few injuries that I have that I thank my sister for a lot, and she's not too happy with it. She meant well, right? She just didn't want to get in trouble. But so this particular mission is a Save the Survivors mission. There are 15 NPCs on the map that you have to go, and they all have various tasks to save them. In some cases, they're injured, and so you have to medkit them with the blue glow stuff, which is this like 4-dimensional, really wibbly wobbly stuff. There's ones that are basically just needing an actual real medical kit. There's some that are being attacked by the husks, which is what the term is for the zombies in this game. And usually, like, see this this Winnebago here? There would be a survivor atop this, and you'd be able to, like, see how it's all damaged and stuff. It's because he was up here trapped, and so we had to fight them off. Oh, not just females and regrets, men and regrets too. It's not just a female trait, that's for certain. But yeah, so I have in my left arm, I have very little good range of motion in my elbow, and I have really good range of motion in my finger area, but my wrist is really bad. And so there's some things that I can't do with my left hand that people can do, you know, with their dominant hand. I can shoot pool. I can play basketball. I cannot play darts. I cannot play football, traditionally using my left. But when I say shoot basketball, play basketball, I can dribble left-handed, which is really weird when you think about how much involvement your wrist is. What's this devoted word you speak of? I'm not sure what devoted. I'm not sure where that came from. Mandarin thing.
My letter's here. Here we go. Dear Ray, no one will ever love you. Farrah, is this what you sent to everyone?
Yes, and I know, but we need to protect everyone from the love storm.
All right, let's go ahead. Storage 21 out of 20. Oh my gosh, we're over storage. Okay, do I have upgrade? I have an upgrade point. Okay, good. Give me an upgrade point. Can I upgrade my storage? I can. All right, we need the storage.
Love and be loved.
We do not.
All right.
Then we have no choice but to target and destroy all possible love vectors.
Okay.
And that means
So now we have 40 slots. So now we can move some of this stuff over here.
Smart plan. Most love problems start at the hips. Eliminate temptation for hip shaking. That means dance moves.
Yep.
There will be no boogieing, no shimmying, and definitely no gyration.
So no dancing. We will be going into the dance hall in just a second and getting rid of all those. We need to recycle this golf club. And we need to move like a lot more planks and nuts and bolts over. And we've been at this for about an hour today. So what we're about to do is, I know some people have been curious about what happened to all of our Christmas goodies. Because at the beginning of the Christmas stream, we're like, okay, we are going to, yeah, we don't need all those nuts and bolts over here. Yeah, there we go. That should give us enough room. All right, so we're going to go to our llama shop. Now, everything that we got in the last holiday season is stored here. So our 7 mini llamas and all of our holiday llamas. So we're going to show you guys here. And we're going to open all these. We're going to open all these. So playing Consider You 19th Done. Much love. Okay. Alright, no problems there, Mandarin. Alright, so We're going to be able to open so many of these. Copper, Founder's Lawbringer, Great Sword. We're going to do Lawbringer because we can recycle it. Jolly Headhunter or Sergeant Winter, and we own both already. We're actively using Headhunter, so we'll go ahead and choose her. Legendary schematics galore, all sorts of stuff. I mean, and we're just going to open up the next one. We're just going to open up all these batches. Assault weapon. Both of these are just bad. We'll just the Mercury. We're going to open up these last 4. Pop Shot and Supersonic. We'll do the Pop Shot because we only have 1. Ceiling Trap. Why not? Alright. So the last thing we have is these mini llamas. We're going to open all 7 of those. Which should get us a pretty good amount of gold. Now, we managed to grind all the gold we needed for the heroes that were in the shop last season. So, we don't have any needs for the shop. Do I play Battle Royale? Not really, MDZ. I only play Battle Royale when 2 things happen. Number 1, I have enough V-Bucks to maybe just outright buy level 100, and so I'll play to like level 20 or 30 or 50 or something like that, and then I'll just spend some of them, and there has to be something like super really important, like when the Marvel season came around. That was like what, season 4 chapter 2. I didn't touch it, and I'm like a super Groot fan. When the current season came around, I did play that one a little bit, but I just bought level 100 and I did the quest to get the Beskar stuff. And I have a couple of like first place finishes and a couple of duos finishes with like, you know, top 10. But really, it's not my favorite game. Battle Royale is just way too random and so low skill ceiling that it's just not fun for me. Like, there are much better PvP games than Battle Royale, in my opinion. And I play those. Like, Overwatch I'll play. Let's see. Alright, so I can keep the blue here and batch recycle. Actually, what I need to do is just this. And I need to recycle all this for all the materials. Because look at that. We went from like maybe 40 schematics and hero cards to 271 out of 275. We're almost out of all of our account slots. So jumping Jehoshaphat's. Let's toggle that and go back and then toggle that. Okay. So sort this by name. Alright, Breacher. We have to keep that one. This one we can collect. Is there a batch? There's a batch. Let's go batch. So we're going to keep the blue Breacher. We're going to get rid of these dead eyes. Keep the old double punch. Extinguisher. Falcon. Lawbringer. Alright. We'll get rid of a Falcon. Get rid of a Junkyard Pal. That's a Nightclaw. One shot. Oh, Pop Shot. Look at that. We got a... Alright, we're going to do both of those tiers because of reasons. Because we can keep the purple. Alright. Predator. Ralphie's Revenge. Oh. Don't know if we already have one of those recycled or not. We'll keep... We'll absolutely keep the purple and the orange there for a second, because it's not as easy of a choice. Razor, Stinger, Stalwart Squire, Terminator, Thrasher. We can recycle that one. We are using an orange one. The Thumper. Alright, that should... 7 to collect. Awesome. We'll probably level up our book. Nice. Alright. Do the same thing for melee, sorted on weapons, battery cycle. And this is just getting rid of the stuff that will clutter, not our book bag, but which will clutter more so. And if it's gray, we're just going to recycle it. Because grays just aren't going to stick with us long enough. Alright, and this becomes a different axe. I don't remember which axe it becomes, though. Alright, confirm recycle. We know we're going to need this one more than anything. And then, look at all this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sort by name, battery cycle. This, that, all of them. That's our only gas trap. Oh, wow. We definitely want to keep... And we're not too worried about perks because we know we can farm perk up galore when we get to that point. So on the traps, we're definitely going to rarity because rarity on traps is way more important later than weapons, in my experience. 20 will be collected. All right, that's going to get us at least another level on the book. 2 levels, good. All right, so that's there. Heroes, manage. Look at all these. Look at all these. We busted open like 24 llamas. We got what? That's 11. Yeah, like 24 heroes. We're not recycling everything. We're clearing a lot of stuff though. Anything that's like duplicated, yeah. Because we just opened up all of our Christmas llamas. All right, we can collect that out. Rescue trooper. We don't have, otherwise shrapnel head hunter, good. Survivalists, we alright. Special forces, ooh, special forces, that's really good to have. Commando Spitfire, Centurion, alright, cool. So those are our heroes. Yeah, every llama we got for Christmas, we didn't open until just now. Base Kyle, Controller Harper, right, Ice King, Warden Kyle, sweet, alright. No collections there, just recycles. Look at that Alchemist Sarah collection, oh my gosh. Alright. Fleetfoot Kin, our special exclusive, Jade Assassin Sarah. Which is pretty cool. The green ones we can't recycle. Skirmisher, alright. Tire, only one will be collected. Alright, it's fine. And then last here, Fragment Flurry Jess. Pathfinder Jess, alright. Recon Scout, the Red Willow we got. Trailblazer Quinn. There's our Trailblazer Jess, which is a green Trailblazer Jess, which is kind of cool. Alright, that's because they're the Xbox exclusives back in the day, and this is just a nightmare, but I do know for battery tire recycle, we're just going to get rid of everything that's blue or less. Drops of rain. Okay, so now we got everything cleaned up, except for survivors. We're going to manage, we're going to go new, we're going to say no to all these. Survivor, what I do for my survivors, even though this is a new account, we're going to keep all of our leaders for now, but we are going to go here and we're going to batch retire anything that's less than purple. Especially as a new account, we really don't care that much, and by the time we do care, we'll have stuff to do with that. Alright, so now we can go to the next quest. So Disco Demolition. So we're going to have to go place devices and destroy dance floors. Map. Really easy quests. These holiday quests are amazing. I have to say that they really did good. And just jump in here. fire this bad boy up. We really would be loving to do this with 2-star hero for this actual resupply, because we'd be able to actually zip across the map using phase shift and a non-phase shift ability. But as it stands, we have an option of our commando build or our chili build, and we really, really like the chili build because it allows us to drop a teddy bear and just run. And there's nothing wrong with dropping a teddy bear and running, ever, that I've come across at least. But yeah. Smash and grab. The resupply mission, considering that we're just basically coming in to destroy things, and we're going to have to explore around. Loading screens are kind of nice. Yeah, the loading screens, the default ones, are pretty good. They're based upon the zone you're loading into, generally. I like the custom ones a little bit more. Alright. We probably have to do a lot of things here.
You've got 10 minutes to grab anything you need. But watch out, the storm's closing in. You'll take damage in the storm, so stay moving and watch your map.
Alright. So we gotta harvest rocks. We gotta harvest vehicles, so we don't need trees.
Objectives are in play.
We are going to need mushrooms, which is unfortunate because mushrooms are really hard to find. We need rocks, not trees. Come on, Mag. So the resupply, the missions that you were asking about earlier, MDZ, they're all objective based. So for this one, we're basically going in to refuel what we need for the base. So it's mostly get certain things that are kind of on like a shopping list. And like most games that have quests, you have just this little quest tracker. This quest tracker that will basically get you where you need to be. The search anything is simply just go up to anything and search. And unlike Battle Royale, there's... Oh wow, this guy is not supposed to be in this zone apparently. Holy snikes. Alright. We're going to grab that. Over this way. That must be our thing to destroy. Do I consider these current quests on the screen easy? Easy is a relative term. It just really depends on a lot of things. Like this particular zone, I'm able to usually solo these particular ones. And so these non-combat kind of quests, they're not that bad. I just run in, grab things, swarm it. They are soloable in my opinion. Digret, on the other hand, my wife, this is not her cup of tea. She would much rather not do these zones if she could, because she doesn't run away well, and that's really weird to say, right? Like, oh, they don't run away well, but she is not one to back down from a challenge. She's not one to... Alright. She's not one to just leave. So, like, over here, I know I saw one. There's a supply crate. So I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to take a little bit of moments to grab this supply crate. I'm going to grab this supply crate. And this is probably going to trigger this whole swarm of people over there, maybe? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, we got some storm stuff coming in, though. See all this that's about to rain down death and destruction on us? I'm running away because I'm not here to die. Digret, on the other hand, that's not the way she plays. She is absolutely going to fight and tangle with these things and deal with these things. Okay, and that person is going that direction, so we're going to break off. We're going to presume that person knows what they're doing. It's a bad presumption to make sometimes, but this is the best presumption we have. Like this guy here, I don't have to fight him. I don't have to kill him. All I need to do is grab the crate and move along. So for my mindset, which is I don't have to do that, I don't need to do that. Why would I mess with these things? That kind of stuff is not in her way of dealing with stuff. So it's not easy for her.
My hands. What do I do with my feet? Sorry I poked you in the eye. Sorry I keep cycling through the same 3 moves and one of them is the split. Sorry I don't have a good sense of what constitutes a slow song.
Sorry. Dennis is just my favorite character in this game. He's just funny.
Sorry I'm being sorry you're here with me.
Wow, I hope everyone was taking notes. Because that was a perfectly executed shame smile.
Now, that's for me. You know, so they're easy for me. Digrat, she won't do this one. Now, on the eliminate and collect missions, where you just jump in and kill everything that has a pulse, and anything that doesn't have a pulse you kill twice, that's Digrat's bread and butter. She can drop in that mission, and she can be done with that mission and have like 5 minutes to just go around and look for whatever afterwards. It's...
That's how it starts. Then on comes the slow song.
Alright, we need one more vehicle. Here we go.
That doesn't sound so bad. That's how love happens, son.
Alright.
1 minute you're dancing, next minute you're furniture shopping with the weird robot no one likes. Understand him. See what I mean? Lady.
But yeah, so like, alright. And it's kind of interesting with the way Digrat and I handle things differently too, is I've made her a character that is total mobility based, and the whole character is meant to get to places, grab things, and run away. It's not built for combat. It's built for survival and running away. And those two things are such an alien concept to her sometimes that I get told very often, politely, that my ability to make a loadout for her is just a completely just useless. And I get that, right? I mean, it's like, okay, you're not gonna run away, you're not gonna zip through the zone. The way you're gonna play this game is not, this particular mission is not gonna be the way that you can maximize what you're doing. And so, you know, things have to go. Now, that said, even though she also is not very fond of Battle Royale, if we do play together, between the two of us, she absolutely has no fear. She will run up to people with a pickaxe and she will chop at them. She will run up to them with a shotgun and she will eliminate them. This season, she wanted Grogu. She wanted the Baby Yoda pet. And so on our personal accounts, we jumped on and we went through and got the Baby Yoda pet. The first duo we played together, the first thing she did is we love The Mandalorian. It was a great show. We're waiting for the next season, season 3 coming out this year in December. The first thing she wanted to do was see the Razor Crest. We went to the Razor Crest and we got attacked by Mando. She killed Mando. She took the Phoenix jetpack. She took his little infrared sniper scope. And the last team standing was, on that one was us. But the elimination was she actually meleeed in Battle Royale with the Mando sniper rifle. She meleeed the person on the other side because she pulled the trigger on the sniper weapon and had been run out of ammo, and so she just hit the dude. And good morning, Keo. How's it going, man? I'm sure, Keo, on some level you've been doing the quest for the Valentine's Day stuff, because Farrah is just I don't know if you've got Farrah on your build or not though.
2 minutes left. Keep an eye on your objectives. Smash it, grab it, and get ready to run. We're heading home.
This is me basically being bored at this point. I see one on the map. Where's he at? Oh, we're in the storm. We gotta run on the storm. There he is. You already finished them. Yeah, I finished them on my my main account. On the solo account though, this founder's account, I'm just now at the dance pads. You know, this questline's not too bad. I gotta say that the adventures that we have this season is not too horrible either. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's not like the one that was in God, what was it? Hexylvania, where it was like just rough the whole way around. But yeah, the new adventure season's not too horrible. Especially with Kyle. Yeah, Kyle letting the rhythm take him, man. Yeah, the whole quest chain is just hilarious. Digrat's favorite part was the trebuchet. I gotta admit, that part was pretty funny too, with the trebuchet. But that was absolutely Digrat's favorite part, was at the end, where Dennis and Ray were talking about it.
Bonus challenge success. Good job.
And you missed it earlier, Keo, at the top of the hour. They just totally degraded dancing. Yeah, they just completely digged on it. It's a good quest line, though. So for this account, Keo, I did the holiday events and everything last year, or this year, the Christmas events, right? So I finally opened all of the llamas that I got from that season. It was 24 llamas and 7 mini llamas. Yeah. Oh, thank you, MDZ. Find boxes of anti-love memorabilia.
Could we at least keep line dancing?
On the love scale, line dancing is somewhere between 2 p.m. coffee dates and your parents driving you to the movies.
See? No love risk. I don't even think your hips are allowed to move. We'll talk about it.
Wow.
I hear you guys are ripping love a new one, and
Yeah, we're not even touching adventures on this account. We're just gonna back away slowly. We're gonna Homer Simpson back into the mist on that.
We destroyed.
Yeah, I didn't open a single one.
So, you found a way to deny the
Let's
rhythm?
see.
Yeah, it was very difficult. But it's more important that we keep people safe. And right now, that means eliminating love.
Then, also, let's go. But, how about instead of eliminating love, we try spreading a little
Anti-love. Yeah, I didn't open a single one. Gaming Bro Jr. Hello. Welcome to the chat.
time for a little R&R.
Alright.
Tracking and resupply.
We know we're going to need to get rid of cars.
This seems like the perfect place for a
We-
breakup.
Alright, so we have
Grab anything you need.
some things here.
Watch out. The storm's closing in.
So that's
There'll
good.
be damage in the storm, so stay moving and watch your map.
Yeah, it was a lot of llamas, man.
Objectives are in play.
It was... I got 24 heroes out of the whole thing.
Feels large.
Yeah, a black and white picture of clouds, a flower with a broken stem. There are no feelings here. If you want to write an anti-love song, it needs to be rooted in real emotion. Give me some anger. Give me some rage.
We'll keep looking.
Alright. This was a really good stacked house. Oh my gosh. There could be a hidden room back there. No, okay. That had a lot of good stuff in it. And we're only on the basement floor, so let's see if there's... We might be able to actually completely get the 30 requirement in this first room. Nice. What's that skin? It's not a skin. It's a hero. Her name's Jilly Teacup. And she is a Outlander who has one of the best Outlander perks in the whole game. And it's called Under Warranty. Her teddy bear will malfunction anytime it actually shoots the first enemy. The first time they shoots an enemy, it's a guaranteed crit. And her malfunction, it's like 5% of the time, she will not track single targets. She'll keep auto switching. So it does really good. Your ninja build is literally the only thing you use. Well, you want to get a couple of builds. I mean, oh, here's some hot rod parts. Maybe. We gotta harvest vehicles also. Oh, we gotta do crates. And I bet the two people that were probably trying to trade at the beginning of this match aren't getting crates at all. Are they? No, probably not. I don't book everything because you can unbook things, and unbooking costs 20 V-Bucks per pop, and that's just rough. So I try to keep like one of everything on my main account. On this account, not so much. I'll keep some things that I know. Like there's, ones that I have builds that are really tested and I like. I will absolutely keep that going. Like the stuff that is needed for your ninja build that you got. That crazy throwing stars of just infinite. And then of course the Swamp Knight build that Digret does. That's a great build. It's been not as good in Twine Peaks, but I think it's because we're biting off more than we can chew typically. Alright. Oh, there's a vehicle. I need to get the vehicles because these guys aren't getting vehicles. Go down here for the breakup box. I mean, guys.
Someone was done so dirty they tore up all their memories. That's some pretty real emotion, huh? Very inspiring if someone wanted to write a breakup song.
The rocks. These people can't even harvest rocks.
Aren't paper photos a little old-fashioned?
Well, sorry, Lars, but deleting your ex's pictures off your phone just isn't as satisfying as ripping them.
Oh. It's funny that they're talking about how paper photos aren't just really good at all. And all I can think about right now is Nickelback and their song Photograph for some reason. Alright. Get me in here. There's gotta be a bunker underneath all this? Yep.
Whoa, look at this, Lars.
It's just a picture of a couple. They look happy.
Look closer. Someone wrote cheater all over it. Cheating is pretty classic breakup song material.
Yeah, but who are we to judge what's in someone's heart? We're all just wanderers out here in the starry night, following the path home.
As long as the path goes home and not to another girl's house. That's cool.
Yeah. This quest here, trying to inspire Lars
We got ticket stubs here.
to...
So many ticket stubs. They must have had a bad breakup to get rid of these mementos.
I love what sets Lars over the edge for this quest.
There's tickets for a steel wall show in here.
Yeah, look at that. That was a good show, too. We were on the Love is War tour, so we all wore wings. During the second encore, a gang of rogue cupids would storm the stage. We fought off their arrows with an all-banjo version of Split the Check.
Ha.
Could anyone break up after a night of wings and banjos?
Wings and banjos and a song called Split the Check. That's pretty good.
This is a bunch of actual romantic things. Nothing that will inspire Lars to write a breakup song.
I guess I'm just not me angry.
What do we got? Dried rose petals.
This part.
Bracelet. A stuffed molar that says "I love you." That's the tooth.
What?
That's the tooth. And it's a molar, see?
Did someone thought that was a romantic gift? A dumb pun and a stuffed tooth? Not even a stuffed animal. A tooth! Who's gonna cuddle with a tooth? Who's gonna be crying and sad and say, "Oh, at least I have a stuffed tooth"? Who gives that as a gift? What were they thinking? Don't they know anything?
Bingo.
Love it. All the traditional tropey stuff for breakups, and Lars is like, nah, that's okay. That there's rational, reasonable explanations for all that, right? And then all of a sudden, they wind up just completely setting him over the edge because of the pun. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's a part of the quest line that Digret really liked, because she hates puns. And when she heard it, she groaned, and then, you know, she was very happy.
Weapon for a rampage.
Perfect weapon for a rampage. The southern accent that Jilly Teacup has is just hilarious too. I wish that I could tier to her at the moment, so you guys could see the redneck teddy bear that she has. You're pretty satisfied with the build you have. Good, good, man. I got a couple of things that I'm wanting to do with my other builds on my main account. Don't think there's anything inside this clock tower. Oh, but there is. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Came in here on a gas, on a whim,
2 minutes left. Keep an eye on your objectives. Smash it, grab it, and get
and sure enough, I was like, surely if anybody here knew anything about this game, they would have already went in here. But wow, not only was it a chest in there, but it was a rare tier chest. Let's see here. Let's do that. Oh, we can't do that because of that. Oh, all right, it's fine. Come on, up, up. Is there anything here? Apparently not. Wow, that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, it's a garden gnome. Oh, it's just a wood gnome though. Oh well. But yeah, I think having like a build for each hero is good. Each class, rather. Because the mission, basically, you have to go and destroy things. Play around with the Valentine Seraph build. Yeah, Stoneheart Farrah or Anti-Cuddle Sarah. Anti-Cuddle Sarah is kind of fun. And she's in the shop right now. And of course, Wukong is in the shop also. And he's the one that gives you the triple jump ability as a team perk. And that's just fun to play with. Which ninja? Because you know me, man. There's if it is abusable, I will figure it out. I'm still just stoked that that throwing star build worked.
Good job, team. Bonus challenge success. Good job, team.
All right, so we're done with page 1. I feel like if we push through, we can get the other ones done still. Skip, 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 continue. Skip, 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 continue. Get that wonderful tier 1 loot. My only emote that I have is Ride the Pony and Dance Moves. Which is going to be funny because of reasons. What's hilarious, Kyo? Because I know you did this quest chain. is the dance floor quest.
How are we faring, Jess? Is the anti-love propaganda song ready to go?
Anti-love
I'm only dancing, yeah. Songs of hate. Deploy speakers. Sweet.
I haven't written the song yet, but Jess
Okay.
me out when it comes to matters of the heart. So just give me a second to be alone. And I'm taking Sniffles' toys with me. Well,
Eliminate and collect. There we go. We'll get some bonus materials out of that.
Terrible other people are.
Oh, I love a good breakup song. Call your friends, put on your sweatpants, get some ice cream, and let's get ready to rage.
what's the name of the song?
Lars won't tell me anything about it yet, but from how he was feeling, I'm sure it's something like, "My truck broke down, and so did my faith in you," or
Pointy panes of broken glass in my heart and in your eyes, or
"In your face, Destiny."
if your ex is named Destiny, that can work on multiple levels.
This quest line is just great. It's so good. It's yeah. Do 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 do. How does supporting a creator work? I put you in for creating a supporter, I think 2 weeks ago. It's a profit sharing program, Keo. So anytime you do anything in the Epic Games Store, purchase V-Bucks, buy a game, buy DLC, buy cosmetics, when you put my name in there, it gives me a reward. There is... oh, this is the eliminate and collect. This is not the other one. Okay. Oh, here we go. Something to shoot at. Lots of things to shoot at. Sweet. So yeah. So like if you buy, you know, 100 or not 100, it's like what? If you buy $8 in V-Bucks, a portion of that I get the proceeds for. Or I get some kind of reward elsewhere. There's I wish I could say more. So what's interesting about the supported creator is there is a... the song that he's listening to. There is a non-disclosure agreement on the way the program works. To a point, I can tell you that I'm a supported creator. I can tell you in vague terms, as I just did, about things. But one of the things I can't tell you is what I've actually gotten from it. Yeah, the whole quest just goes off the rails now. They're thinking that Lars is making this really, really bad, horrible breakup song, and it's a forgiveness song instead. It's great. Alright, let's drop that. Alright, Teddy. Malfunction, say hi to all of them. Alright, where do we got? Oh, I thought we had him freed. Come on, guys. Come on out. Come on up. All right. Oh. Oh, we'll just throw up our hover turret here, that's for certain. Oh, there's other quest complete. Quest complete's important, so it's actually doing the mission.
We will not be defeated, because together we will conquer all. Being in love means you really mean it.
That is sad, because you used a lot of V-Bucks in the past. You know, I don't know if that works like that. I couldn't say. I do know that there's a lot of games on the support list, but it's like I also can't like tell you what all those games are. Like, again, it's just a really weird kind of agreement program they got. But I appreciate you using the code. I'm sure it'll like register somewhere that there's activity on it, because I do get to see not who does things, but I get to see if things got done. Like, I get a little dashboard and it will tell me like, your creator code was used 6 times this week. That is one thing that I really do like about Fortnite Battle Royale and Save the World both. Is the textures are really intricate with their hitboxes. Like, I've played some similar games. Oh, I still have to kill 10 of these guys to actually get credit. Holy snot. Alright, there's a encampment this way, right? Alright. Come on, guys. That's the other thing that's kind of annoying about it, Keo, is it's not a set it and forget it thing. On Digrat's account, every time she's used it, she's had to re-put it in there. It doesn't save it. And I guess that's kind of by design, too. You know, because the program... I'm choosing my words very carefully. So, how to say it? The program is built to promote the games in the Epic Games Store in a way that benefits other people. I think that's worded enough to where I'm not going to get in trouble. I think that, yeah, I think that's... Oh, there's actually a sniper quest. I didn't realize I had a sniper... Oh, and anomalies too? Alright, here we go. Boy, the swing on this is bad when I'm moving. Oh no, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it at all. You know, we pride ourselves on this channel of having a really big, strong transparency with our viewers. We used to have, for a very long time, we had a running total of all of the earnings we made, And on top of that, we had a running total of everything that the earnings went to. And a couple things happened. One of the other programs that we got to be part of, which is the review program, you get to know what the value of the game is. so this is something else, right? And not a lot of people. I don't want to call anyone out. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't want anybody to freak out. But from a legal standing, let's say I'm given a game from a participant, right? Like, for instance, this game. This is a real good example. Keo, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but you did, donate this game to the channel, so we would be able to play with our Xbox viewers back when this didn't have crossplay across all the platforms. And at the time, the entry-level founder's account free code that we got had a value of $19.95 or $19.99. It's one of the two. I remember it was just right under $20. That's considered income for tax reasons. That is considered something that is income. It is one of those things that is appreciated. We have no problem with that. But when it comes for filing tax reasons, you have to put out, anything that you get has a value. And so once you get it all totaled up, then you get to actually determine how much you pay on taxes and all that kind of stuff, right? So one of the things that happens with the review program that we're with is because some of these games that we review haven't had an actual price set yet, when we're given the review copy, I'm often told what the proposed price is going to be. Like, for instance, trying to think of one. Bridge Constructor Portal. We actually got that as a preview copy before it was a live game, and it was a good game. I love Bridge Constructor Portal, and I'm super sorry, Turtle Club. I had to get some water real fast. I'm sweating. So I love Bridge Constructor Portal. It was one of those games where we got to review it before they had a price tag on it. They had a good idea what it was going to cost, but they weren't 100% certain of it. And one of the things that, when someone's like, hey, we've donated a $20 game to the channel, I'm tracking that. Corner Plays. We are playing in public. So, and we're doing quests. So if you're able to jump in and join, it's jump in and join. However, this is not a public account. It is a private account, so you would have to be on the friends list for this private. What's going on with the mic? Yeah.
Like I said, my songs have to be rooted in feeling. And I feel
All right.
like no matter what, people who are in real love can work it out. Maybe this world is crazy and falling apart.
Let's see. That one's for quartz and gold. That one's for copper and gold. We'll go with the copper and gold. Alright, so we need deploy flyer cannons. Oh, this is a fun one too. But yeah, so like Bridge Constructor Portal. goodness.
People love each other very much. They canoodle. I think maybe a car is involved. The exact definition is unclear. French is obvious.
Oh, the question's funny. Question's funny. But we're gonna be giving out propaganda about what's bad about dancing and canoodling. But yeah, so Bridge Constructor Portal, they hadn't figured out the price yet. They were 99.9% certain of where they wanted to lock it in. But they didn't want any hype coming into it with the price point being either too high or too low and confusing the people. So when I got the kit, it was like, play the game. It was like a month before they lifted the embargo. And I try not to put out any of my reviews until I'm able to say what I want to say for those games. So I got to play it a lot early. And then the review itself came out really late. So I kind of feel bad about that. But great game. Well worth the price that they settled on. And the price that they were throwing around, it was still a good game for that price. But they wouldn't want that to be public. Vehicles, crates, rocks, and search. Okay. So the big thing on there, right, is because they didn't want that price to be known, for me to do the tracking on what was coming into the channel, we just had to do away with it. And I was trying my best to like keep 3 separate ledgers, like the total for the channel, the total for the review stuff, and like a separate channel ledger that, and it was just one of those things, like keeping up with all 3 was just not doable. And I really wanted the transparency there, and we just couldn't do it. And it's unfortunate. It really is. But I understand too, you know, like some games, and it's a part of the review process, right? For how we review games here, especially, is when I review a game, it's like, okay, how many hours of enjoyment do I think we're going to get for this game? It should have pierced, but it didn't. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why we also stopped tracking the game. The actual monetary values of what we were getting. Now, we still, anything that comes in to the channel still goes directly out for the channel. Things like the replacement mouse that we bought for this because our mouse died, that was channel funds. Several of the games that we've bought this last year was channel funds. You know, one of the things that Digrat and I have briefly discussed is to combine channel funds with some of the money that I will be getting for potential bonus, and combine that for like one of the new Xboxes or PS5s. I can't say that we're really going to do that though. Here we go. Here we go. We got a cannon. Boy howdy, that's a high cannon. Alright. Boom.
Let's see. Beware love's deadly kiss. A partial list of incurable kissing-related diseases? Why did no one warn me that kissing is deadly?
Give me that. Plague mouth. Exploding teeth syndrome. Head falls off itis. These are safe, Dennis.
Are you sure? Because suddenly my neck feels not up to the task.
Mostly sure.
I love these quests. These are just so great.
Are you by any chance spreading medical disinformation?
The enemy is closing in.
That, to me, sounds like a yes.
We must be sharp. We must be focused. And most important, we must be impervious to the ravages of love. Love and ravages? Why wasn't I warned?
Look, I get what you're trying to do, but find a way to do it without sending everyone into a blind panic.
Where we at?
Activities are now forbidden.
Was distracted, but yeah. Yeah, you know, some of it's like that. Not all of it.
That thing where you keep running into each other. And anything that may lead to feelings of romance or infatuation.
Yeah, and it's...
If you know anyone in a will they, won't they situation, it is your duty as a citizen of home base to tell them they will not.
That's funny. So, yeah, it's very interesting, Keo, how it all works. What's really unfortunate for some people is they oftentimes don't discover that's how taxes for certain things like that work until it's a gotcha moment. And so, case in point, Storytime with Mag is going on overdrive today. So, gosh, 2007, I think? Long time ago, right? I'm working for what I think I can say is probably my second favorite position in the company I currently work for. Now, a position I worked at before this one was probably my absolute favorite position. But my second favorite position, 2007 sounds right. I was in this really nice paying job. The workload was great. The workload wasn't not just great, but what I did for a living was just really interesting. It was always challenging. It was activating parts of my brain that I didn't realize really needed to be active. I was doing stuff that I just, oh, this is not good. This is way not good. Oh my gosh. Teddy, do things. And then I'm going to kind of like get out of here really, really fast. Wow. Alright. Oh, thanks, MDZ, man. Chill out and have a good one, dude. And, yeah. So yeah, we had this really cool Christmas party, and they did a raffle, and everybody who was in the department got entered in the raffle, and there was all sorts of really cool prizes. And one of the prizes was a PlayStation 3 with PlayStation Move. Now, for those of you that have never had the experience to play on a PlayStation 3 with Move, you are better off for it. It was not the best thing at all. Like, I did not care for the Move. It was poorly executed. It had some serious issues. Serious issues. Especially when I would compare it to the next competitor that it had, which was the Wii. But a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox with Kinect was a great prize for the time. And I wound up winning a PlayStation 3. And my PS3, I gotta admit, I was an Xbox guy at the time. I had two 360s between myself and Digrat. We still have one 360 between the two of us. We no longer need two. We have two Switches. So, and Switch is probably our favorite game system of the day right now. Alright, so that is a cannon that way. So we're just going to run, because we still need cannons. But, so I accept this prize for this PlayStation 3. And when I'm accepting the prize for the PlayStation 3, my the administrative assistant for the department.
As the resident love expert, I'd like to offer the following statistics. Most relationships are doomed to failure within the first 6 months.
Interesting.
What we think of as love is a simple chemical reaction. And that reaction fades away over time. Romantic love is a social construct and not a reality.
Then why did you dedicate your life to being a matchmaker?
Because every once in a while it works out. Then, that makes it worth the trouble. But it's not working out for anyone here.
That's funny. Alright. So, sorry. Shiny Object Syndrome, you know. So I'm over here. I just won a PlayStation 3. At the time, the PS3, the Move, and all that was like $500. Because it was like the camera and the special joysticks, and it had like two of the, what do they call them? Dual Shocks. I mean, this was like a really, really, really good. Hey, we're done with the quest. Awesome. Really, really good, like, you know, console. Oh, I found an encampment, but I ain't gonna be doing anything with it. We're gonna back all sorts of away from there. And so I wind up signing the paperwork. Now, you get a free PlayStation 3, and you sign the paperwork for it, and it tells you that you're going to owe taxes on that. Now, a couple things to note about taxes in Oklahoma. Number one, for anything that's considered a bonus or a perk, the tax rate is pretty high. Base rate in Oklahoma, if you're getting taxed, is like 25% plus the rest of your formula on stuff, right? For commissions and prizes, it's 50%. And you get a $500 PlayStation 3, and you're like, this is amazing. Until you realize that because it's a prize, because it's an award, you're being taxed at half of that. Basically, I wound up paying $250 for a $500 PlayStation 3. Yeah. Now, the funny thing is it's considered part of your taxes, and the reason why you're taxed so high on commissions in Oklahoma is because they know that on some level you could wind up being into a tax bracket because of your commissions that is not your normal withholding rate. And that's important, because if you wind up making a lot of commissions and you don't wind up withdrawing or withholding that additional amount, you're going to have a huge, horrible problem on your hands.
I know I have often spoken of hope and said that love is the only thing we have, and I've been asked to tell you that is not true.
You heard that from Ray herself.
Oh.
Stay on script.
I can't.
Dance at marked dance locations.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it does, right? But most people don't.
And it makes
He hate me for a while.
dark, and it's a risk every time.
But most people don't see it that way, Keo.
And I want you to think
For like
everyone who makes
350 days out of the year,
you today.
they get very angry about that.
Can I
Like for 350 days, it's like, no, I don't. If you're gonna give me a commission check, I want all my commission money, right? And you know, back in the day, and this is beyond the statute of limitations. This is a company ago and a state ago, so I can say a lot of stuff about this. So one of the things that's a common commission sell in the cable television world, and everybody knows this, right? HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Stars, Encore, all those channels that are premium experience. And I would suspect on some level today, some of those additional streaming options you can even get. That's how old it is. This information's predating streaming.
ransacking and resupplying?
So if I were to sell you
You've got 10 minutes.
HBO
You need.
on your account,
The storm's closing
I would get $1 added to my check that month,
Watch your mouth.
or that paycheck, right? If I were to sell you with like HBO and Showtime and Cinemax, I would also get $3 instead of $8. If I were to sell you on, like, not only were you getting television services, but you were also getting, let's say, if I were to tell you, hey, not only that, but we have internet in your area, and your services are this level, and they go up another level, I could get like $10 for that. Like if I were able to tell you that, hey, the internet service that you're getting is good, but it could be better, and I were to convince you to get that higher level service and HBO and Showtime and Cinemax, then for that one call, which in most call center work, a phone call is 10 minutes. All right. For that one call, I would have made $13. $13 is not a low amount of money by any stretch of the imagination. To this day, $13, in my opinion, is a really good amount of money, because the things that I can do with $13 would impress some people. But I'm also very thrifty with how I spend my money. So if you do that right, and you're not familiar with how taxes work, oh wow, we're already on search everything and vehicles. The people that are in here are doing the quest with me. What kind of crazy, bizarre world is this? I don't know what to do. Actually, I'm lying. I know exactly what I need to do. I need to find some dance poles and dance.
Let's see your best moves, Commander.
Gotta wait for it to hit all the way up to the top. Boom.
I never should have denied you. Oh no. My heart. It's so full. He's ruined. Are you proud of yourself, Ray?
Actually, yes. Rather than
Alright, search anything still. Alright.
we embrace the crazy, and we turn our lovesick craziness against the storm itself. Kyle, your true love is somewhere out in the storm.
Really?
Possibly.
Possibly.
What are we waiting?
I love that part.
And your true love is not a husk or a smasher or a C-bus.
Hey, you don't know my heart.
This part here is just amazing. Ah. But yeah, so if you don't know how that works, right, and you're expecting that it's going to work the way you would think it would work, hey, I upgraded somebody's internet account, I sold 15 people on a full premium package for TV, you expect a lot of money coming your way. And then when that check comes in, if you're stupid, right, you spend on that money before it's yours. If you're young and very inexperienced, that also is very similar to being stupid. Sometimes it's very hard to tell the difference between the two, and so you wind up going, man, I got like $100 coming extra on this check. I can absolutely afford like these other things, and then all of a sudden you find out you can't. That's a life lesson that I think everybody needs to learn very, very early on. And that is, don't spend your money until you got your money. That's one I don't think you can teach. The easy way. Oh, here's another dance. Go up. Boom.
Time for you to dance. You're on dangerous ground, Ray. Trust me,
Oh.
I know like where this
Oh,
is.
oh.
Okay. Look at me. I'm dancing. I'm actually enjoying it.
Dance party. Exactly.
Uh-oh. I think that lobber stuff is getting to me. Good, because your true love is somewhere out in the storm waiting to be rescued. I know you're right.
And I do what I want. Do what you want. I should be dancing. Boom, 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 boom.
Combat efficiency is up 150%. Headshot accuracy is
All right.
Let's just keep that in a separate little bucket, shall we? But see, we found a way to
Oh, we need to get out of the storm.
so get out there and dance.
Still need to find some vehicles. We still need to search things. We thought we had people helping us, and turns out they weren't. Oh, come on. Here we go. Got to finish sentence on top of the normal pay. They get extra for what you explained. Yeah, so absolutely on that, Keo. So like, usually in a call center work environment, you're going to get paid a little bit above minimum wage. Industry practice right now, I think, is like $12 an hour. So call center work, you're getting paid $12 an hour, and then on top of that, you're getting those extra bonuses. Oh boy, howdy! This is not going to go well. All right, there we go. We can use our adrenaline rush. Is this a hot rod? It's a hot rod. Ugh. I was hoping it was a dance thing, but it's not. Oh well. It is a vehicle though, so it counts for that. So yeah, it was on top of that. So it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's like tips in a sense for like a waitress or a waiter. Oh, that's what happened. This is a trade box. Oh my god. At least they're staying in the mission. If I can go search 6 things, I still might be able to get the other stuff. That'll destroy that. It won't actually do anything to it. Here we go. There's my last one. Legal activity has been made. Yeah, it's not. The funny thing is there's depending upon how they go about it, there's lots of ways you can. There's lots of ways you can kind of get around the grayness of it, right? Like case in point, we talked a lot today. I say a lot. We talked for like 5 minutes on stream about the supported creator mode, about half the stuff that I can't talk about, and we talked about it in such a way that I feel like everybody gets an idea-ish about how it works. All right, come on, go up, go up, go up, go up. All right.
You are clear to bust any and all moves.
I only know 3.
Are you counting that among the 3?
Yes, I am.
Can I suggest going down to 2?
Dennis is so amazing too.
Keep an eye on your objectives. Smash it, grab it, and get ready to run. We're heading home.
Yeah, trade boxes.
I am profoundly moved by your dancing. This is the last dance. Make it count.
Come on, bust this guy out. All right. Yeah, you know that's totally permitted. You know, like if you need a certain stuff and I give it to you, then that's absolutely one of those things. And then like if you're like, man, I'm like, I need some bullets, and you're like, cool, and then you give me some bullets, and then like 20 minutes later, you're like, hey man, I gave you those bullets earlier. I really could use like nuts and bolts, and I'm like, oh, here you go, nuts and bolts. Technically, we didn't trade nuts and bolts for bullets, but also technically we sort of did. So yeah, there's some gray areas in there. There's some gray areas there, and I think knowing how to handle gray areas is part of being an adult. But here's the cool part about all this though. This quest line, this quest chain that we just been on, this whole Valentine's Day thing, we're not done with the quest line. Let me throw that out. Gray areas, yeah, you know, if you figure out the gray areas and you're not abusing certain things, it's not a bad problem. But if you're violating everything for it with the gray, it's bad. There's good gray and bad gray. I guess that's why it's gray, because it's not horrible, but it's not great. Boom, 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 boom. Well, Turtle Club, we're about to get Farrah, and we'll just go ahead and bust out our dance moves, because we There's a 7th dance today. There we go. The last quest is a bonus quest. It's not necessary to do for the rewards, so we're okay with that. But we'll be able to go and take a look at Farrah now. And this will be the end of the stream.
If you're embracing love, I guess I'm no longer needed here.
Thank you for
Ooh,
your
we got an
service.
upgrade point.
Well then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ask her to dance.
Okay,
I have responsibilities.
45.
I'm giving you the night off.
Oh,
Building health.
Farrah, what would you say?
Backpack. What's going to be more important for us right now?
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Recruits! Isn't the storm the most marvelous thing you've
We'll go with
ever
the
seen?
banner, I
I
think.
just want you
Alright.
all to know that I love you all so much.
Okay, someone got a little.
So this is Farrah.
We'll get it patched up. Until then, I want you to dance. And I want you to move
Yeah. For the most part, Keo,
way out there.
we have no problem with you jumping in, man. We have no problem with anybody that's friends on this account. This is a slightly private account. It's not our public account. So yeah, if you want to pop in, man, absolutely. Outside of that, you know, it's like I told who was it that jumped in earlier today? Corner plays. You know, if you are somebody I know, then yeah. So this is the reason why we went for Farrah. This Cupid's arrow splinter doing 60% of damage to 5 nearby targets. She is going to be so impressive once we get her to 2 stars as her perk ability. Throwing stars, Kunai Storm, and Crescent Kick, really good abilities too. She is one of the best bar none bow ninjas in the game. So we're actually doing pretty good here. And we're gonna look real quick here at this loot. We're at 1,800 tickets, so these tickets just keep building up too. Well, Turtle Club, it is time for me to go to bed and have a good night. Mandarin Tang, MDZ, Shadow, Keo, you guys popped in here today. Gaming Bro Jr., Connor Plays, new people that we're not familiar with, thank you for coming in. Shadow and Keo, guys, thank you for being supporters of this channel. It means a lot. Year 5 is off to an amazing start. This is the first stream of the 5th year. So all this month, we're going to be trying to get some stuff out that's been a long time coming for the channel. So we're really excited. Great stream. Thank you, Keo. Thank you, man. I might have myself a good night. You'll have a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner, good weekend, good Friday. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And have a good one. Thanks for watching.